This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational.
Oh my God. We showcase the finest high school basketball talent in Asia in both boys and girls competitions.
Wow! What an opportunity this is as well for these young talents. Great tempo, quick intensity.
If you're enjoying this wherever you are in the world, the Rising Stars Invitational here at the Lion City of Singapore.
It's a fantastic Friday right here in Singapore. The skies are wonderful. The sun is shining. How is the best way to spend your Friday afternoon? Well, it's coming down to OCBC Arena, where that trophy is going to be challenged for a great game between two teams in this facility for the 2026 NBA Rising Stars Invitational 2026. Gyeongbok High School will take on Berwick College very, very shortly in semi-final number 1 in the men's category, and the winner will progress to this Sunday. Let's just recap the results and the schedule, the upcoming schedule, including our game this afternoon. This morning saw the girls' games between Youngming High School, Yali High School, Seika Girls School, and Roeville Secondary College from their respective countries battle it out. The first semi-final was a blowout. The second semi-final was a tight game. Could have gone either way, but it is going to be two teams contesting on Sunday in the women's category. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Boom Gonzalez, and we're going to break it down very, very shortly about the two teams. But before we go there, we go to our Master of Ceremonies, who's going to announce the individual players and the teams. Over to our MC.
This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational.
Welcome to year 2 of the NBA Rising Stars Invitational.
The 2026 semifinals of the NBA Rising Stars Invitational are upon us.
1, 2, 3,
Let's go!
And it's Berwick College who take the win. A massive result for Berwick College. Back-to-back semi-finals.
Training hard every week, coming up to the tournament, you know, just sticking together, bonding together.
Good job, boys.
Gyeongbok High School.
An outstanding performance from the Kings of Seoul. They've been together quite clearly from a very long time, from junior high school.
How about that? Wow! Tsinghua, they have booked their place in the next stage of this competition. Goes for the triple. Joins an absolute beauty of a 3.
只要努力，我觉得夺冠是有可能。
Totori Yohoku High School marches on and moves on to the semifinals.
チームとしては相手はでかいんで、全員でボクサーとしたりジャムしたりしてチームでリバウンド取ってチームで走って勝っていきたいです。
Magnificent event for the top high school teams.
Live here at the OCBC Arena, it's day 4 of the tournament for the boys division semifinals between Gyeongbok High School and Berwick College. Introducing first, Gyeongbok High School. Number 1, Lee Min-jun. Number 2, Jung Woo-jin. Number 3, Park Jong. Number 5, Yoon Ji-hoon. Number 6, Ko Seo-jun. Number 7, Yoon Ji-sung. Number 11, Yoon Ji-won. Number 14, Shin Yu-byum. Number 17, Kim Seo-han. And number 22, Yong Seong-min. Make some noise for Gyeongbok High School. Together with the head coach, Lim Seung-in. And now, Barrack College. Jake Shaw, number 1. Number 3, Aiden Dargan. Number 4, Oliver Vandenbrink. Number 5, Zachary Morrell. Number 6, Jack Dawson. Number 7, Boris Rosner. Number 10, 7 Tessick. Number 11, Zane Windsor. Number 12, Parker Rivet. And number 14, Lachlan Pickering. Let's give it up for Barrack College and their head coach, Hoba Kennedy. Our officials this match, crew chief, Young Chuan Wing. Umpire 1, Jonathan Gan. Umpire 2, Dan Hong Hee.
Thank you very much to IMC. Great job as usual. And this is the game this afternoon. Semi-final number 1, Gyeongbok High School from the Republic of South Korea taking on Barrack College from Australia. And the winner will advance to the final on Sunday for the men's final, and the women's final will start first. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and next to me is Boom Gonzalez. Boom, great to have you with us. How do you see this game being played out?
Hello, Ben. First and foremost, pleasure and an honor to be alongside you for this exciting matchup, which, as you mentioned, will decide one of the finalists for Sunday. Contrast of styles, I think, from what we've seen so far this week. You're talking about the Barrack College. They want to play in transition. They're very aggressive. They like chaos. They share the ball well, just like the South Koreans, although the South Koreans want to play a little more organized in terms of their basketball, a measured pace. They want to do things in a more organized way as compared to the chaos that we've seen that Barrack loves to get into.
I love that word chaos, Boom. But Boom, speaking about chaos, last year Barrack was also very, very close to making it to the final. You were part of the broadcast team. What major differences do you see between both teams, 2025 team and 26 team?
I think they've learned a few lessons. They've tightened up their game from last year in terms of their chaos this year is a little more organized chaos as opposed to, and you know, they were very, very physical team last year. They, as you can see, they've got some height, but so do the South Koreans. The other thing also about Barrack College is they're very deep net. They play a lot of guys. Yeah.
They've got a really, really good roster. They've done a very good job. Coach Brett Hobber has done a fantastic job with these young men, and these young men are super, super hungry. Look at these guys. They are huge. They are massive, but they are taking on a bunch of guys who are about their size, because at the start of the week they played the Bukit Jalil Sports School and they absolutely trounced the Bukit Jalil Sports School, mainly because of size and other things as well. So let's have a look at their starting 5 and how they line up for the Barrack College team. Number 1, Jake Shaw. Number 5, Zach Morrell, Boris Rosner, Parker Rivet, and Lachlan Pickering. For the Gyeongbok team, Park Jio, Yoon Chi Hun, Yoon Chi Won, Shin Yu Bom, and Song Min. And the number 3 and number 2, Park Jio and Yoon Chi Hun. Boom, averaging about 20 points and about 17 rebounds per game. That's pivotal in terms of confidence going into this one against a big Barrack team.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the weapons that they're going to have. Obviously, that size of Barrack is deceiving. Also, you know, you think size, you're going to use some quickness against them, but they're also pretty fast. The Barrack College team, while the South Koreans, well, as I mentioned, steady. Their interior scoring has been really good too. Ball movement has been precise, and they do transition, but only when available.
Well, I spoke to the Gyeongbok team during the week, and they said to me, could you do us a favor if we hit the three-point shot, say YearCUP.
How do you say it?
YearCUP, which means, you know, 3 puntos or 3 points in English. So, yes, if you see us say YearCUP, everyone, you know what we're talking about. Whereas the Barrick team is more of the boom and the bang moment. And I've got Boom Gonzalez next to me. So let's go, Boom. All the best to them. And this is Coach Lee Chi-woon on screen versus Brent Hobber. Brent Hobber really wants to advance to the final, but his opposite number, Chi-woon, wants the very same. Look at that size, Boom. These guys are monsters, even on screen.
They're high school boys.
Yes, yes. I mean, not trying to say anything about our age, but they're a little bit younger than us. Anyway, age is just a number. Here we go, and it is the Barrick team in blue and the Gyeongbok team in orange. Shoots for the triple. Comes in for the rebound, gobbles up that rebound, brings it up very quickly, looking, driving. Conservative here a little bit, just trying to wait it out, trying to go for the sucker punch. Where's the screen? A bit isolated here. There's the screen by Shaw. Corner, oh, lost the handle. And Barrick, Boom, looking a bit jittery.
Yeah, I think that's the semi-final jitters. I think both teams, obviously, they know what's at stake. The South Koreans, you know, you'll see them. They'll run, they'll walk the ball, they'll run their sets. That's how they are. They will probably feed the post at some point, but you rarely see them ad-lib in basketball.
There's the mid-range, which didn't go down. Transition by Barrick. Here they come on the wing. Handbags going everywhere, posting up. Soft touch, not quite. And rebound by Gyeongbok. Gyeongbok fires it down, up, fake, thank you for jumping, and I'll score! What a basket! And a great start by Gyeongbok.
There's a perfect description about them. They're not explosive, but they're efficient. Their moves are very efficient, even in that sequence that you saw. Not too flashy, but super effective.
Look at this long pass, pump fake, off the glass and rimming in, and that was Yoon Chi-won. He gets the opening deuce. Inbound here for Barrick. Swing, takes the three, connects on a triple. A good response by Barrick.
That's the first three of the game, and it's something to kind of shake off the cobwebs, Ben, here in this semifinal matchup for Berwick College. Ball rotation, open guy, perfect form, bottom of the net.
Boris Rosner had 24 points and 14 rebounds. He was the player of the game. Upstairs, couldn't get the bounce. Good rebound by Gyeongbok. Gyeongbok on the wing. Mid-range, pump fake, leans in for the layup. No. Good rebound by Zach Morel. Morel now. He's going to increase the Morel deflection. No. Gets it back. Around. Fancy passing, living dangerously here, Barrick. And yeah, that was smart to try to keep it alive, but he was super unbalanced.
Yeah, and again, the South Korean defense, you'll always see them up in the grill of the offensive player without having to push out. That's what happened there.
I like that description, Boom. Upping the grill. Security of the grill. Outside, no screen, turn and shoot, off target. But they get a piece of it, but because they got a piece of it, it is Barrick College ball.
That's where we're going to see a lot of that ball rotation, ball reversal. Threes are going to be in a premium today for the South Koreans for sure.
The Barrick team need to stretch the floor a little bit. Like the start of the week, they're rushing their offense slightly. I said this at the start of the week. Once they slow down their offense, they are more effective and not slipping like that. But here they come, recovery time. Drives, bang, good! The deuce is good off the backboard. And none other than that man right there scoring the basket, 5-2. And Gyeongbok responds with a three from downtown. YearCUP!
There you go.
For the three.
Perfect, and it's off. Perfect execution. Nice ball screen. And then a three, challenged, but still straight and true.
It was a great draining shot. Can they respond with a drainer of their own? Not quite. Good attempted rebound there by Jake Shaw. Jake Shaw is a really good box-out type player. And look at this.
Look at the ball screen there. Just delayed the defender for half a second, enough for him to get that opening, and that's enough for them to snipe from the three-point area.
Well, I call them the sniper silencers. They know how to do it from the outside. Keeps it alive. Upstairs, no. Good interior defense by Gyeongbok. Here they come in transition. Drives the lane and lays it up and in. And that is scored by Shin Yu-bom. What a bomb of a layup.
Yeah, I told you, they don't want to run carelessly. They want to run only when there's an opportunity, and that was a perfect one for them.
Corner, baseline, takes the two. Couldn't get it to go down. Recovers it, though. Good job by Beric. And travel violation, says the referee. Too many steps by Boris Rosner.
And you know, the reason why that traveling infraction was also forced. It was a forced traveling infraction because, again, the Korean defender, they don't leave you. They will just stay down, and it forces you to make an extra move, and sometimes a mistake in that case.
I call it the iron press defense.
There you go.
And they're the masters there. I agree with you. They are the absolute masters. From the top, from deep, and down it goes! Yashot again! 2 3-pointers for Gyeongbok. This time by Yoon Chi-hun. After trying to do the crossover, leans in and draws the foul. Zach Morrell.
Yeah, spacing of Berwick College not good in that sequence. But look at this first, top of the circle, no hesitation. Closeout was tad bit late, good enough to double up on Berwick College 10-5. And then on the other end, Berwick trying to execute the drive. But just too many people in one, converging in one space. But they got lucky there as they draw the foul at the 6-minute mark.
Zach Morrell with 2 points at the moment. He got 20 points and 8 rebounds against the Tongtex High School team, which they won 77-75. That was a nail-biter of a victory. That game could have gone either way. Not a good start by from the free throw line, but we have a lot of basketball to be played. Strokes that nicely, and 1 out of 2. So Beric down by a quad, down by 4. Here comes Gyeongbok. Amazing handles. Look at this, how they handle the package. The mid-range, backs it in. Look, they were just doing it like a video game. And coming up now is Beric. They need to respond, and respond quickly and calmly.
That's what they want to do. Berwick, they excel in these situations where the defense is not yet set. But you see, this one is the one you were talking about earlier. Very basic. Stop on a dime, 15-footer. I don't know if he called bank on that one, but hey, 2 points is 2 points.
Looked like the bank was open, so 12-6, a 2-possession lead for the Gyeongbok boys, who are shooting ever so well. And they look so calm and collected while doing it at the same time, compared to Beric, who's slipping and just trying to fight their way back into this game. But patience. Screen on the roll. Off the glass. That was a better move. That was more patience. And the basket scored by Steven Tasic.
Yeah, great ball screen again. And very easy bucket. Seems like it, but because the physicality of Berwick College, able to make space underneath. Here they are. This is what they want. They want this ball moving right away.
And another step on the line, and that was by the man they call Beef. That's his nickname. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, that's Oliver van der Brink, number 4, the man with a cool haircut. And looks like they're making changes. Like Boom said, they've got such a deep bench. They've got so much quality on their bench. They can call up anybody who can make a huge impact. There was a number of players who've had an outstanding tournament. Nice problem to have. This 3 hits the front iron, gets the rebound on the turn, and gets it to go. Not the prettiest shots in the world, but the most effective shots in the world. Boom, by Gyeongbok.
Yeah, like we said, they're not explosive. They are efficient, even in their moves, even in their turnarounds, especially on their defense.
Drives the, give up pass behind the back. That would have been an awesome, awesome IG moment for reals. Splits the defense corner from the logo. ISO situation. Will he go take it to the cup and drive down the lane? Takes it, couldn't make it, and illegal contact. Legal use of hands foul, says the referee. So the Berwick College team will go to the line. Let's have a look at this again here. Boom.
Yeah, short shot, turn around, nothing fancy. Again, but very effective, very efficient. The South Koreans, I think that's how they really kill you with their efficiency. We got a timeout here, Ben.
That's right, 14-8.
Oh, nice.
It's a very, very tight game, and this crowd just getting larger and larger. And as you can see on screen, happier and happier. They are so proud to be part of the NBA Rising Stars Invitational, the second year in a row that's been held in the lovely country of Singapore. Back to the game. It is 14-8 in favor of Gyeongbok. 49 right now with that free throw shot by Parker Rivet. And Parker Rivet, already, that's his first point of the game. He's more of a 6th, 7th man of the team, fighting for minutes all the time. And players like him always coming on with a point to prove, with great attitude, great characteristic. It's only 5 points separating these two teams. 4 minutes to go before the end of the first period. Can't complain about how the game has gone down. Shoots for the triple, didn't go. No recovery mode. Here comes the man they call Beef. Simple pass, scanning with the dribble. Good pressing defense by Gyeongbok. Like Boom said, they like the iron. The corner, catch and shoot, and air ball, and Gyeongbok's going to take advantage with their speed. They're driving, they're passing, they're faking, they're shooting. Couldn't hit the target. Beef with the pass. This is good movement by Berwick. Tried to do Euro step on the turn with the hook shot. Rebound, put back effort, and really, really good hustle by Berwick College to try to get the basket to make it a 3-point ball game.
Yeah,
Boom.
They want it chaotic. They want you see how they're getting their points. They're getting it from grit, offensive rebounds, driving. Even if it's not pretty, they're trying to draw fouls, and they're trying to get back into this ball game via the free throw line.
So hustle to the muscle. It ain't pretty sometimes, but nobody will really be concerned if the result goes in your favor. At the moment, it is tight. Only 4 separate these two. Can he make it 2 out of 2? He does. Well done, Zach Morrell. Increasing the morale of this team. With now it's a 3-point deficit. Where's the screen? Not many screens here set by the Gyeongbok team. They like to shoot. On the outside, no cutters. Got to watch that shot clock. Slip. Oh, nice touch off the glass and in. Smooth as silk.
You think you played great defense, but to the last second, then they get the ball back. 3 on the way.
Yao shot, a 5-0 run. The 3 scored by Yoon Chi-won. And all of a sudden, it's 19-11. Berwick saying, what just happened? One mistake, we're down by 8, and that's a giveaway. Beef keeps it alive, and that's interesting. I thought it'd go in favor of Berwick, but the referee knows better.
Yeah, look at this. You think you stayed with him, and then last second, getting it off the glass, and then you don't pay attention. They take the ball away, free for a 3. That is money.
It's like guarding Spider-Man, isn't it? You think you've got him, but then he just jumping around and not moving. Silky smooth by Gyeongbok.
Yeah, the word is efficiency with them. Organization and efficiency.
That's right. They're structured. They shoot for the triple. Couldn't land that down. They get it. And a bit clumsy here, but top of the circle for the 3. They've got the height, but Shaw gets the rebound. And now it's Aiden Turkman. Gotta watch that travel. Drives right hard at the defense. Held ball, says the referee. So that was courageous by Tasic as he went right to the heart of the defense of Gyeongbok.
Yeah, you see the difference, and it's not different from anything that we said at the start of the game. You see the system of Gyeongbok, and then you see Berwick. There's a lot of ad-lib going on. There's a lot of making it up along the way, and it's gotten them this far, obviously. Down 8, though, right now.
Looks like the coach of the Berwick team, Coach Hobber, he's having words with one of his players. He said he's not happy with him. And in the moment, it's all in the moment. Beef spins, and that's the way to do it. The man they call Beef, Oliver van der Brink, puts him on the brink. 6 points down, 2-possession game. Pump fake, spin move. Almost switched on the blender there, but cut him up, but couldn't make the sauce and the juice. Posting up, size mismatch. This is good pressing defense again by Gyeongbok. Takes the 3, too strong. Gyeongbok, no, they gave that away. Aiden, pivoting, who wants it? Back, can't penetrate. In the paint, leans in, yes! Then it went everywhere, and finally it went in. Boris Rosner with the deuce.
A lot of ad-libbing, a lot of making it up along the way, but it has gotten them now within 4. You see the offense, Ben, going nowhere in that sequence, but still able to get it up and in.
But from the neutrals' perspective, what a game we've got. Yeah. What a game. Almost a turnover, they get it back. Referee doesn't blow it down. Rise and shoot. No connection, but they go again. Will they go for the reload? Or the hard drive, leans in, not quite, rebound. Berwick, gotta move quicker.
That was a great defensive stop by Berwick there.
Moving well, Berwick, deep 3. Ooh, just grazes the rim, and out it goes, and it's going to be Gyeongbok High School ball. Boom. No complaints about what we're seeing on the floor.
Not at all. At this point already, where, you know, there's the semifinals, we don't expect any blowouts here. We expect close matches. We expect runs, and that's what we're seeing. We saw a run earlier by Berwick, and then a counter run by the South Koreans to get them up by 8. Now it's down to 4.
Posting up, backing in, trying to do a hook on the turn, and the burn!
Now you see me, now you don't.
Song Min. He told me to call him the song man who likes to sing basketball songs. Beef drives, basket! That's how you work it on the farm, says Beef.
Yeah, what you can do, I can do better, he says on the other end. Down to a second, and that's it. Down 4 only.
And the first quarter score, it is Gyeongbok High School 21, Berwick College 17. Welcome back, everyone, to OCBC Arena, where it is very noisy and musical because it's the quarter-time break, the first quarter-time break for the NBA Rising Stars Invitational semi-final #1 in the men's category between Berwick College and Gyeongbok High School. Gyeongbok High School leading by only 4 points, 21-17. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Boom Gonzalez And boom, this game is booming at the moment.
It's as advertised, as we expected. You know, these two teams are going at it from the start. Biggest lead so far by the South Koreans at 8, but Berwick College has always found an answer, and we said it earlier. Some of their answers ain't pretty, but they're very effective. Right now they're led by Morel and Rosner, both with 5 points, while Gyeongbuk High School has 8 from Yoon, and well, both Yoon 8 and 7. Some outside shots from the South Koreans and a lot of inside penetration by Berwick College.
Yes, number 7 is Young Chi Song. He is an outstanding player. He can make you jump and do everything acrobatic, and while you're trying to play defense as well. So that's how frustrating he can be to guard, but that's how good these guys are. Such young players. It's so scary to think they're only high school players. They're just going to get better and better and go in the world to, you know, and unite people through the great game. And it is absolutely physical down there. Boom. And
that's
boom.
That's how Berwick likes it. They like it like that. Well, I was just checking out some of the numbers. Ben, 9 3-point attempts already by Gyeongbuk, so we expect that to be that way.
So, everyone, we have a very, very special guest with us, and you're going to see him very, very shortly. And a legend of the NBA, a 2019 champion. He's played for a number of teams, played college ball for Harvard. The one and only Jeremy Lin. Jeremy, you're next to me, Ben Ibrahim, and Boom Gonzalez on your right. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for making the time to be with us today. How have you been?
I've been great. You know, I just touched down in Singapore and had to come over, check you all out, and check out what the games are looking like. So I'm excited.
Look, Jeremy, we're going to start this conversation going. You know, you've been part of, you know what it's like to break into a system, and you know, being the outsider a little bit. And your story is so great that you work so hard to, you know, break the stereotypes and everything. What's your message to these kids on the floor to keep going and going in terms of, you know, it's all about the basketball. It's all about proving yourself and showing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think the advice is it's a marathon, not a sprint. I think, you know, you can put so much stock and emphasis on what happens today or this game, and thinking it's the end of the world. But the reality is a lot of these players will have a long future and a long career, and this is just one moment in their journey. So as long as they can continue to keep growing and keep understanding, like, someone may be very far ahead of me today, but if I keep chipping away and keep working, I may pass them one day.
Now, when you were playing basketball, and I'm going to throw over to Boom in a moment for questions. When you were playing basketball, you know, these type of tournaments were not so common, if not there at all. What does a tournament like this, like the NBA Rising Stars Invitational, in this part of the world, mean to the growth of the game and mean to the growth of these young men and women?
I'm just so honored to be here because, truthfully, I never had this growing up.
No, exactly.
And I was never a part of any invitational, any elite, anything that required an invitation, I was never invited to. And so for me to be able to see this, for all these different players from all these different places in Asia being able to come and compete, and even for the teams that didn't make it, they had a chance to be able to compete for this. That in and of itself, to have a chance to be able to compete for this is something amazing. And so shout out to the NBA for doing this. This is a phenomenal event.
And that's what it is, Ben. It's an NBA invitational too, so that obviously brings that level of prestige to the Rising Stars. What was your earliest memory of international competition? Because this is pretty early for a lot of these boys. You said you never went through it, but what do you remember?
Honestly, the first time I did any type of international competition was during the lockout season.
Wow.
So
wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was after my rookie year with Golden State, and then I went overseas, and we're, you know, we didn't know if the NBA season was going to happen. Correct. So I went and played in this small little off-season tournament, and I played 3-4 games there, and that was my first exposure. And I was just like, you know, you kind of get that reputation of like, oh, you go overseas and everyone's going to score 50, you know, like that's what, and I'm like, no, that's not what's happening here. There's some amazing basketball being played overseas.
Speaking of which, Ben, I just wanted to ask.
No, please go ahead.
You're seeing now how skilled some of these kids are at an early age. When you think about your contemporaries at this age, what do they have? What have you noticed that they have that you probably have not developed yet at that
particular
stage?
age?
Yeah.
I mean, they might have some stuff that I still haven't developed at this age. I'm gonna be honest. The game has evolved so much, and for a kid to shoot a step back three or a deep three, or to be able to shoot these shots that we see these kids shooting now, like, that's not normal. You know, that wasn't normal for us, and that would be insane. Like, that would be like, you shot that, like, sit down on the bench type thing when I was growing up and playing ball. So these kids are so much more skilled. They can shoot from so much further. They're very creative. They're seeing the fluidity of the game, and the superstars in the NBA these days, the way that they play and how fluid they are, you can see that translating to these youth.
Now, this shot right here, this is a non-negotiable in basketball. You gotta shoot your free throws. How fundamental is that in the development of a young athlete? I mean, that's something that, you know, some athletes forget.
How many games every year? Look at the playoffs. How many games are decided or could be decided by?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Look at the NBA Finals this year. How many times Wemby missing 2 big free throws in a row? Like, there's so many storylines of, oh, if that person made their free throws or missed their free throws, or Stephon Castle coming up and hitting clutch free throw after clutch free throw. So it's a huge part of the game. I mean, a lot of games are won or lost at the free throw line, and that, to your credit and to your point, that is something that isn't always talked about in development.
No, it's not. And like, you know, like what I say, or what Boom and I say all the time on commentary, shoot for free. But that's the hardest shot to hit in basketball, the free shot that costs nothing but costs a lot of things indeed. So, Jeremy, how do you plan to use your influence to tournaments like this, and, you know, to grow the game and for the game to be completely diversified?
Yeah, I mean, me showing up, the NBA backing it, that is a statement in and of itself, meaning, you know, we support this. We are here for these players. Anything we can do to help empower, uplift, or even give them that exposure. And so a lot of these players will be known differently after this tournament is over.
The marketing,
the story about them, how they are talked about in the future, their exposure to being able to break into the next level and the next stage for them and getting to college. And so them being able to say, I've competed at the Rising Stars Invitational, is something that will be on their quote-unquote resume, or something that they will talk about
on their show reel
for the rest of their basketball career.
Absolutely.
And it's an NBA Rising Stars Invitational. You have been such a great ambassador for the sport, Jeremy. I met you a couple of years ago back in Manila. You've been touring around the world just promoting the game of basketball in general. What's the most fulfilling part of that journey, this now new journey of yours as ambassador of basketball in general? That's the first question. I guess I want to finish off with, what's the plan here in Singapore? What fun stuff are you going to do too, other than the ambassador work?
Tease us a bit.
Yeah, no, the coolest thing about all of basketball is it provides common ground. And to be able to go and travel the world, see and meet and develop friendships and brotherhood with so many different people from different backgrounds. You know, I get to go to Singapore. I get to go to, you know, I played in Manila. I played in so many, in Korea, in Japan, and so to be able to experience culture and people because the game of basketball is something that's priceless. And so I really appreciate that, and I love that, and it's really giving me a whole different perspective on the world. And I love Singapore, and my next step, you know, actually is going to, I'll be in Manila. That's my next step after this.
Come to Malaysia as well if you want to.
Oh,
and go Knicks, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we've been speaking to Jeremy Lin, 2019 NBA champion and just legend of the sport. Jeremy, thank you so much for your time here today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the basketball. We got some good basketball
to be watched. So let's continue to call the game right here. And you know what? As Jeremy was coming on screen, the Barrett College really, really found that Jeremy Lin spirit to really push in front. But
yeah, there was a point, Ben, that this was just down to 1-point lead. They were switching momentums, but now it's up to 6 again into this timeout.
That's right. I think, you know, when Jeremy came on, it was like, okay, Barrett College, because their bench is not far away, but it is a timeout, 35-29. More after this. Thank you very much to Jeremy Lin for coming in and giving his views about the global game, our lovely game of basketball. There he is right now, waving to the audience, everybody.
That was fast.
Such a great guy. And Boom Gonzalez and I are just on cloud nine at the moment, talking to the legend of the sport and what he's doing to use Linsanity to grow our wonderful sport of basketball. But while we were having that conversation, Berwick College actually hit the front by 1 point.
Yeah, they did.
And then they were really having the Gyeongbok team on the ropes.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they saw Jeremy Lin and got distracted a little bit, and that leads back up to 6 for Gyeongbok.
Well, the celebrity effect. Deflection, and out it goes. So Berwick has got a little bit of work to be done, but they're only down by 6 points. They've got to really limit those turnovers and avoid, I know it's easier said than done, but the press by Gyeongbok, impressive. For the 3, Berwick's on the triple!
Straight
what a
through.
shot from downtown!
That's the beautiful execution again, no hesitation, and just a split second late on the closeout.
They make it look so easy, Boom.
They do.
And they're only high school students. Off the fake, takes it to the rack, couldn't put it away. Good rebound as outlet. Here they come on the run. That's a foul.
If I'm not mistaken, Ben, this might be, 9 as the biggest lead of the game so far.
And Rosner drew the foul right there, and in many ways he had no choice, Boom. He was beat.
Yeah, trying to, as they say, catch up with your hands instead of moving your feet.
Learning so much from Boom Gonzalez with all these funny terms and good terms, technical terms from the outside.
Yeah, you know what they say, right? You got to catch up with the defense with your feet, And when you get beat, the first thing you do is try to reach, try to strip that ball, and that usually is a mistake, and a foul will be called in sequences like that. Foul again right now on the drive.
Yun Chi-hun soared to the rim like an eagle and just got to the rim so easily that they had no choice but just to hack him in midair. They are quick and slick. But like Jeremy said, this is the hardest shot to hit in basketball. It defines championships. It defines winners. So as one basketball coach once said, hit your standstill threes and hit your free throws, and you will be an NBA champion. So who can be the 2026 NBA Rising Stars Invitational champion? We'll find out on Sunday.
13 points so far for that kid. A couple of 3-point shots too. 10-point lead now.
Berwick posting up, double team. Almost a giveaway from the baseline with a floater. Sinks that from the left side. Well done, Boris Rosner.
All right, baseline drive. You see them, they really don't like shooting as much. They want to get inside. If they are going to shoot outside, then it's usually from kickouts, talking about Berwick College.
Yeah, they're not, they remind me of those 90s NBA players who like to get in the post and seal it. Shoots for the triple. Grazes the rim, but they recover it. Look at the spin move and dish, drive, basket. It's like a video game, and that basket scored by Lee Min-jun.
You don't know, pick your poison when it comes to these boys because they like to shoot threes. They've already had 16 attempts so far, but then you give them second opportunities, they will cash in just like that. Oh, what a missed opportunity.
And the putback effort by Zach Morrell. So it's the Zach Morrell, Boris Rosner show for Berwick College at present with 3.5 minutes to go before the end of the first half. 41-33, they're down by 8. Can't let them shoot though. Gyeongbok, they're just having some very good open looks, Boom.
Yeah.
And that's why they're more efficient from the outside.
Yeah, so that will be their 17th attempt from beyond the arc. And it's a miss. A lot of them are misses. But what Berwick College is not doing is what they call, in basic basketball, locate and block. They haven't located their man. They haven't put a body on their man. So now they're giving up so many offensive rebounds to KBH. And KBH is either putting it back, getting free throws, getting more opportunities to score.
KBH being Gyeongbok High School and efficient from the free throw line. And this is great to see that Lee Min-jun is getting some baskets and getting some minutes because he's got some stiff competition from his teammates, especially Park Ji-ho And Yun Chi-hun to start in those backcourt positions. For the three from the corner, delivers the three. Three out of the corner for that man, Boris Rosner. And Boris Rosner already with 13 points.
They need this. They need a little bit of a reprieve from the outside just to loosen up that inside again.
Agreed. Sets the screen.
Ooh, that's an offensive foul.
That's a good call, though. Moving screen, so yeah, that was a good call by the referee.
There are players, as you see this three, and if this starts falling for Berwick, that opens up the middle, as I said. There are players who are so good at getting those offensive fouls off screens. That has become a specialty by a lot of NBA players. And now you're seeing it even at this level, Ben. These kids are learning how to play with those screens.
Yep. Some of them only learned how to set a screen just recently. Catch and shoot. No three. Dish recovers it. Still got a bit of time on the clock. 10 seconds to be exact.
Oh.
Nice feed and a finish. Now that man is stepping up just like he did against Tomtex. Boris Rosner, his 15th point of the game.
That's right. That touch passing by Berwick College, as they say, ball travels faster than the defender. So in that sequence, they got the easy point. It is down to 5 again.
Rivet with the dish. Attacks and drops it in. Rosner is heating up like a microwave.
This is a 6-0 run, Ben. The biggest lead earlier at 10, and it's down to a single basket.
3-point game. Now can Gyeongbok respond and stop the bleeding on the 6-0 run? Ooh, that was a heavy duty.
Yeah, my mistake. 7-0 run because the lead was 10.
You were thinking about 6-7, weren't you?
No, I was thinking about something else, definitely. Not math. 43-30, a minute and 45 to play. Here comes Berwick College. An opportunity to either tie or get closer.
Ooh, no tie there. 3-on-1 situation. Down the lane and up and in. They extend the lead to 5 off a turnover.
That's crucial. That was a big play.
Berwick posting up on the spin, and the referee whistles it down. They're looking at the referee and says, "Referee, play continuation." And that man right there looking very, very frustrated. Yun Chi-won. And Yun Chi-won in foul trouble. That's his 3rd foul of the game, sending Zach Morrell to the line.
That's unfortunate because he has, if I'm not mistaken, 17 points in this game.
20.
20 already?
Yeah, 20 already.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Double digits, but he's in foul trouble, and we wish that on no one. And
yeah, especially in the semifinals, you want to play, you want to be able to play as much as you can.
2 missed free throws by Morrell. How costly will that be? Will that come back to haunt them much, much later? We can write a PhD on the free throw shot. Out. Open for the 3. Bounce. Bodies colliding. Kept it alive. Well done, Berwick. Here they go. 1 minute to go. Up. And try to make an adjustment in mid-air. And Yun Chi-won just says, okay, I'm in foul trouble. But
you know what he did here? You see, he knew that he was going back to his right, so he moved to his left right away to anticipate that move. That's why he was not called for a foul.
Smart. Very, very smart. That's good basketball IQ. Heavy defense. And a rebound by Songmin. On the run. No look pass. Lays it up. No go. Outlet pass. Here come Berwick. Can they turn the corner? Feed. Up. Adjustment. Basket. Boris Rosner. He is got 19 points. He's challenging Yun Chi-won.
Love that because there's no dribbling. It's really ball movement, looking for the open man. And they get another paint touch the difference between these two teams. Obviously, Berwick, you see that they want to get paint touches. And now they have a chance here to get closer with 10 seconds, Ben.
Can they finish the game strong, or this half strong, with a basket? Fires! And
oh, that would have been big. That would have been huge.
That would have tied the game.
Yes.
Oh, that was the classic moment we were waiting for. Don't forget, history is written and edited as we go along. Don't forget, a lot of this content going on the NBA Rising Stars Invitational social media accounts. And hoist it for the long three, but at the end of the first half, an entertaining first half, it is Gyeongbok High School 45, Barrett College 42. All means the stats, as you can see, the Gyeongbok team 32% from the outside, but in terms of turnovers, that's where Barrick is a little bit more careless. Boom.
That's right, and that is a testament to what we have been saying about the disciplined defense, the up on your grill defense, the very proud defensive strategy and stance by Gyeongbok, whether individually or as a team. They take so much pride, Ben, in terms of their, and accountability in terms of their individual defense. But even when you see them in set defenses, they're so good. Although, we have to say, Berwick has found some holes towards the end of that first half. The reason why they are right in this ball game, 45-42. There were some assignments that they missed underneath and some open shots under the goal by Berwick.
Well, look out, in my opinion, look out for Parker Rivet. He doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he's such an impact player. He wants to get on court, but there's a bit of drama happening here with the Gyeongbok bench. Like some of I think it was that team manager, his hand was in his eyes, like he was crying or something. It's like, something happened? Boom.
I don't know, we don't know, but maybe they're disappointed because they did have a 10-point lead, Ben.
And they looked at the stat sheet.
Yes. So here we go.
Numbers do not lie, but sometimes it is one of those things that tell the God's honest truth. Cross, shoots for the sauce. Oh, spicy!
Very sweet. Dancing in the paint, and then the crossover, pull back, and the deuce.
Up top in the lane. Ooh, no foul. Turn and sticks it in. What did I tell you about Parker Rivet?
Yeah, and again, he, nothing fancy there. He just stays with the play, did not give up on it. Meantime, counter-attack here on the other side.
Rebound by Barrick. They just slow it right down. They're going to listen to what Boom and I are saying in terms of that blue collar and just work it. Corner, shoots for the triple. Hits the iron, but good rebound as he skied for it. No foul, says the referee. Bank shot is no good. It almost went down.
But it continues. The pattern continues, Ben. They work hard for all of their points. They don't mind getting their hands dirty, so to speak.
Rosner already with 21 points. He had 24 points, 14 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists in that 2-point victory against Dongtaex High School, 77-75. And after the game, his teammates were throwing towels on him like he was the MVP, because he won them that game. So will he go again? 2 out of 2. He's made it a 2-point game. Ooh, this is a tough 1-point game, sorry. This is a tough one to call, Boom.
And that's what the semifinals is all about. You're not supposed to be able to tell right away who's gonna make it. They're gonna keep us at the edge of our seats till the end here. Both want it badly, so to speak. 47 of slim 1-point lead by the South Korean high school team.
Gyeongbok, rebound, put back, no. Good hustle there by Jake Shaw.
How about the job that Jake Shaw has done here, huh?
No,
the dirty work.
Oh man, he's throwing handbags everywhere. Posting up here, out, swing.
He doesn't mind not scoring.
No, he's a team player.
Yeah.
Ultimate team player. Floater, no. Rebound, out. Launches the 3. Who's got it? Picks it up.
Ah, good save.
Very good save. To the rescue. A run, weave, and lays it in. weaves into the lane like he's going everywhere, like a spin move dance. Dawson with a fancy deuce.
And again, how did they get that point? They get it off offensive rebounds, second chance points, just hard work. 3-point shot on the way. No, and it is Jake Shaw again, getting another rebound.
You know what, Boom? The three ain't working for Gyeongbok at the moment. And Barrick wants to take full advantage. High pass, bit of security, off the fake, drives for the layup, the finger roll finish by Zach Morrell.
It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look like it was such a stylish move, but he just got into the seam of that defense and laid it up and in.
Looks like they must have heard you, Boom, and heard not making it fancy on the drive. I tell you what, they're missing some bunnies here. Got the numbers upstairs.
Oh, great block, though.
Oh, that was a good clean block, I thought, in real time by Shin Yu Bom. Boom.
Look at this again. That's the save earlier. And look at him, he just gets into that crease, delivers it, just enough English to get it up and in, and then he follows it up with this one. Very awkward looking lay-in, but who cares, because the scoreboard says 50 Berwick and 47 Gyeongbok.
Well, that was what they call the hang and the hunt. An adjustment in midair, and it was just that slippery move. And Dawson to the bench, and this scoring machine at the line. Can he fill it up on the scoreboard? Nothing but net.
Yeah, I love that free throw stroke. It's so smooth from the free throw line. He looks so confident. It's actually very Korean when you look at the form.
Well,
correct?
I think they were learning
Right? Yeah.
in the first half. This is how you shoot the rock. So Rosner putting the rock through the net, and it rattles in and makes a bit of noise, but Barrick extend their lead. This is their biggest lead of the game. They are up by 5 points, but one cannot get complacent, because if there's one team that knows how to find another gear, it's Gyeongbok.
Still early too.
Ooh, very, very early. Screen, good screen. They're trying to get some separation from the mid-range. No basket. Pump fake, sends it. Oh, Shaw couldn't hang on to it. Bump, no basket. Foul, says the referee. Pushing foul, 2 shots. Foul committed by Shaw. Shaw asking the question, how did I foul that guy, ref?
3 opportunities at goal, so to speak, for Gyeongbok High School there. Too many opportunities. That's actually the game plan of Berwick College. They get a dose of their own medicine.
And he bricks it on Song Min. He's got 1 foul and 4 points. Hasn't played very many minutes in this game, but such is the strength and depth of Gyeongbok. Ooh, Shaw says thank you very much. And here they come, fires it down. What about the 3? They're just staying patient. Just want to waste a bit of time. This is physicality. Shaw secures it, takes it to the rack, and that was too fancy. He was trying to dump it off. But Gyeongbok now working the mathematics. Oh!
Nice steal!
And here they come, lays it up and not in.
They're going to call a foul, though.
With that man there, did he commit the foul? Boom, you had a bit of vision there.
Yeah, I think so. I think he moved it at the last second. I think the takeoff was a bit too early. Look at this. That's a nice steal there.
By a smaller guy,
there you go. There you go. See, so he moved at the last second. So they're going to call a foul on that one. There's no question. That is the correct call there. And the referee explaining it to the bench. If you're going to stand, you got to stand straight. You cannot just twist.
Cylinder, entering the cylinder, isn't it?
He twisted at the last second. So that is the correct call.
And he bricks that shot. Zach Morrell. Shin Yu Bom is the one who committed the foul. So that's his 4th foul of the game. 1 more foul. He's out of the ball game, and it's only the 3rd quarter.
Like how the Berwick College came out here in the 3rd quarter, Ben. They came out with a sense of urgency. They really upped their intensity and their physicality. And now they have their biggest lead of the game at 6.
Well, Zach Morrell goes to the bench for a well-deserved rest. And Morel with 14 points, the second leading scorer in the Berwick College camp. Kyungbok bringing it up, trying to set a high screen. And size mismatch, big time down there.
Good defense.
That's a score.
But
they needed
offense,
that.
Better offense there, Ben.
They needed that. Yun Chi-hun gets the 2 to go. Corner, here's Beef. Ooh, turnover. Shaw hacking and competing and hustling. This man.
Yeah, I love his role there at Berwick. He's he's the do-everything guy for them.
I call him Mr. Construction. He is just...
He puts on his hard hat, his work boots, and he's ready to go, yeah.
As they say in the great country, off like the clappers. Takes the 3 from the slot. Bingo!
He worked that screen very well. Went back, went away, went back, but you cannot give him that space.
Yun Chi-hun hits it from the slot. From downtown, a 1-point ball game. Beef.
They're in the zone here, Ben.
They are. Lost the handle. Now Kyungbok have a chance to regain back the lead. That's a foul.
So the zone has bothered Berwick just a tad bit here in this sequence. Look at him use the screen. Go back, go away. You cannot go under the screen when you have a shooter like that. You always have to go over. You got to fight. You cannot die on that screen, and that's what happened.
19 seconds on the clock. We're reaching the 5-minute point of the third quarter, the halfway point. No clock stopping here today. Can they hit a 3 deflection? And still going to be Kyungbok ball because it came off a Berwick player. 4:59 to go, 8 seconds on the clock. So what can they do? What can they run right here? If there's one team that can run a good offensive set, it's Kyungbok. Inbound, stop, backdoor, looking for the cutter, but they shoot for the triple. Easy rebound, getting a fresh clock. And the Berwick bench not happy with that. Said, come on, hustle out. Box out, rebound, slip, and that goes the other way.
Yeah, that's a turnover.
And there to pick it up will be Oliver Vandenbrink, shall I say?
Good job by Berwick staying home that time, staying home on the shooters, staying home on their offensive assignments or defensive assignments. So they forced that turnover there because Kyungbok tried to go individually on offense instead of moving that ball.
Beef. There's Aiden Turkman. Beef back to Turkman. Turkman. He is the pint-sized player. Corner 3, catch and shoot.
You know what?
It's on a 3. 3 out of the corner.
I love how they dealt with the zone that time, Ben. That was the right way to attack it. They got the ball in the middle first at the free throw line and then found the shooter on the kick out, knocks it down in a 4-point lead.
That was calm and collected. Cool as a cucumber, they say. Aims and shoots, hits the heel. Who's rebounding? The Berwick team have just dropped off their energy in terms of rebounds.
Yes, and we've been saying this in the first half. What Kyungbok did so well in the first half was recycle their offense. This was another reload, Ben, off an offensive rebound because they did not locate and block, and they did not get that ball.
He gets the finish and the foul. And this, an opportunity by Yun Chi-hun to make it back a 1-point ball game. He does. Converts the 3-point play.
Wonderful semifinal game we're having here.
Absolutely. And Yun Chi-hun with 12 points. That was his 12th point in this game. Now, Berwick, their bench will be tested. Freshness by the coach. Strong rebound by Kyungbok.
To take away, yeah.
On the drive, hard drive, circus shot. And 2 shots for the Berwick boys from the free throw line.
That was high IQ basketball. Actually, that could be either a let-go play or a foul, because he did initiate, Rivet did initiate a little bit of the hook. He did a little bit of the chicken wing, but they were on the run, and he got the benefit of the call, and he's going to go for 2 free throws. Great game for Rivet so far.
Well, he's making an impact. And as we say that, bricks the shot, but as we've learned today from our superstar Jeremy Lin, this is the toughest shot out there in basketball. Not the 3-point shot, not the dunk, not the layup, this one right here. Eyeball staring at you, your opponent, your teammates, and connects for the 1.
So, 2-point lead, 3:36 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Nip and tuck affair, as they call it, just the way a semifinal matchup should be. And for those who just tuned in, again, this is for a chance to go to the finals of the 2026 NBA Rising Stars Invitation.
That's right, Jack Dawson on court for the Berwick College team, posting up, looking. What about the swing at the baseline, pump fake, dunk, good D.
That's a rare low post play action that we have seen. I haven't seen that so far here at Gyeongbuk High School, but they did that in that sequence. Almost blew up in their faces though, but they got 7 seconds still.
Well, they're just trying to be creative and throw something different at Berwick, because Berwick, they've put up that wall. They've walled up very, very well today. Got to stay with him. Tightly covered.
Ooh, nice block.
Good block, but they get it back. They go again. They run out. Shot clock violation.
Good defensive stance all to the end. That's what they missed out earlier. They would, you know, miss out on certain sequences. This time, they stayed home and made sure that the shot clock run out on Gyeongbuk there.
Rivet. Parker Rivet. Beef. Come and get me. Good pass. Dish.
Oh, beautiful.
Pump fake. Oh, rebound. Around. No. Pump fake. And fouled as he tried to go for it. And they're hugging each other and saying, yep, we've got this. Come on. Stand united. Rivet, like I said, he's going to play the very, very unglamorous role and just hustle to the muscle. He's got 3 points in this quarter. Pounds the rock.
Second and third opportunities for them in that sequence, and not the tallest of players getting those rebounds too. So Gyeongbuk High School not doing the basics, not also blocking out after that shot is up. Free throw still being missed here.
When we get this one, he usually gets the second. He does indeed. He must have heard us. They lead by a triple, the Berwick College team. Gyeongbuk. It'll be a little bit fancy to draw out the Berwick defenders to the outside. Takes the 3 off target. Rebound as he skied for the rebound. Out again. We've got time now.
They want to go low. Good defense there.
I thought, in my opinion, I thought that was Berwick ball, but the referee knows better. The referee has a better line of sight. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Lights up right, inbound. Got to stick with him. Lost the package. Takes it from the elbow.
That is painful. That is painful for Berwick as they played excellent defense for 23 seconds.
Park Jio with a 2. And lays it up and not in.
They drew a foul, yeah.
They drew a foul, and it looks like he was also semi-injured there. And this man selling his innocence, Lee Bin Jun, said, I didn't do anything, but that's his 2nd foul of the game. Sending Tasic, I think this is Tasic to the line. And
yeah, right.
No, yes, it is Steven Tasic.
It is, yeah.
The tendency is by this Berwick team, Boom, is they missed that first free throw, but connect on the second.
They're so far 18 of 26 from the line.
Breaks
this
both.
time, yeah.
Oh, that increased that stat there. Keeps
Good
it
save.
alive. Yes.
Good save.
a Superman type stretch. Beef.
And draws another foul. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, this is very intelligent. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is very intelligent by the Berwick team. They're putting, with moves like that, they're putting the Gyeongbok team in severe foul trouble.
That's right. So that's why they're shooting now. They're going to be shooting their 28th and 29th free throw of the game. Just from recycled offense and just barreling through, drawing fouls, high IQ plays. They have to convert on those free throws though, because this lead is only one.
I tell you what, if they hit half those missed free throws, they'll be up by at least 7 or 8. Again, sometimes you look at this analysis and say, did we not push away there? This is why you spend time in training.
But they got another opportunity, Ben!
No. Tried to do a Superman there. And then lean in.
Kick out.
Corner 3. Off target. Beef with the rebound and the pass. Pass. Pump fake. Up and in. Jack Dawson with the easy 2.
I love that advanced pass.
Hesitation leads to hydration through the cup to make it 60-57. Is this 60-60 now? No. And last touch by Berwick, so that will be Gyeongbok ball.
So again, the issue there, Ben, they went for the ball. We won't be able to see that sequence again, but they went for the ball. They did not block out. They just jumped. You got to do the basics perfectly so you can get that rebound. Deny second opportunities to Gyeongbok High School.
Tried to tie it up. Good rebound. The stretch rebound as they gobble it up, and now just slowly jogging it up. Berwick trying to play smart. Beef, bounce pass on the spin. Oh, they're getting good looks, but they can't finish it. Boom.
Yeah, if I just want to finish that other thought about blocking out, that is what Jake Shaw does so well. He doesn't jump so high, but he knows where his defender is always. He locates them, he blocks them out. That's why he gets those rebounds. I think his other teammates have to do that too.
60-57. Gyeongbok wants some baskets. Not the same team they were in the first quarter. No foul, says the referee, to tie it up. Rebound. Oh, that was a foul indeed. And that foul committed by the one and only Tasic.
Guess what? They didn't block out again, Ben. So that's why these long rebounds, long shots equate to long rebounds. And if you have to be accountable of where your players are, where your offensive players are, you cannot just out-jump everybody when it comes to rebounding. Exactly. That's why they're getting so many opportunities here.
Gyeongbok on the drive, fancy dribbling, shoots for the 3, and they tie it up with a 3 from the wing.
So now they make them pay for all of those reloads and all of the reset offense. You gave them so many opportunities, so that's what happens.
Beef, Rivet, Tasic, feed. Oh, lost the handle. Oh, I thought that it came off Dawson in real time, but hey, it's okay to be wrong because the men with the whistle are right.
They're playing zone here. Talking about Gyeongbok.
Attacks.
And that's how you break the zone. You get into the seams. Wonderfully drawn play by Berwick.
Can Gyeongbok respond and hit in front and tie it up? They tie it up. It's 62-62. What timing? End of the third quarter. We have a game. End of the third period score. All tied up. Berwick, Gyeongbok, 62 apiece. And welcome back, everyone. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Boom Gonzalez at the OCBC Arena. Semi-final number 1 in the men's category of the 2026 NBA Rising Stars Invitational. And it is 62 apiece. And as Boom alluded to before the end of the third period, the Berwick team was in front by about 4 or 5 points, sometimes even 6. And then just missed free throws, just, you know, careless jumping and not boxing out properly has led to a tied score at present. Boom, break it down.
Well, here's the big issue for Berwick. You mentioned it perfectly. First of all, the missed free throws are going to hurt. But also, when you look at the rebounding, they have more offensive rebounds than they have defensive rebounds. Talking about Gyeongbok Ben, that is always a bad sign. 19 offensive rebounds for Gyeongbok, 17 defensively. So they've had 19 extra chances at goal.
In the lane and up and in. Layup is good. And they hit the front at a pivotal time. But long way to go. Shaw, the hard workhorse. Not the best pass. Never a huge fan of those passes. Shaw, not really a shooter. He's the hard worker. In the lane. And goes the other way. Good call by the referee.
So a great start by Berwick in the start of the third quarter, or our second half. They really came up, busting out with so much urgency and energy, but a great finish by Gyeongbok. No quarters given and none taken, as they say. So we're off to one more quarter to decide who makes the finals. Great cut there, but great defense.
Rejection. That's what you call SWAT team defense by Zach Morrell. And what a time to raise the morale with that block. Down by 2. Now, in a situation like this, this is a tuition for mental toughness to be calm and collected. Came off a Gyeongbok player. It looked like it came off number 22, Song Min. Now they have 20 seconds on the clock, down by a deuce. How can they respond? Ooh, stolen, dish, drive, bounce, shoot for the bank. Not open, put back, no. Berwick, oh, they lost it, and they punish Berwick through Yoon Chi-hun with a turnover, and now they are up by 4. High screen by Shaw. Fires a contested 3. Boris Rosner with the 3 ball.
Where would they be without him, huh?
Too strong.
Another offensive rebound. That's the one thing you're going to look at here. And I think that's why Jake Shaw is here. Let's look at this sequence first. Triple on the way. High looping rainbow 3 to cut the lead down to 1. And they get possession right now off a turnover. That's what you call the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And they got goal, but they can't celebrate yet because still a bit of silver lining in this one as they're down by 1 with plenty of time left in this fourth quarter. Berwick up top. Berwick in the lane. Berwick with a hang in the hunt. Touch. Try to tip it in. Shaw. Lost it. Look at this guy. Back. Look at Jake Shaw. In the lane. Up. Fancy. Tips it in. And guess. Oh, are they gonna wave that off? I think so. They're gonna wave off the basket. I think they're gonna call it a loose ball foul. But first, look at this effort. First on the floor by Jake Shaw. He made this other possession possible. And then the miss, and then does he go over? Is that the left arm that they're gonna call? Maybe. Luke Shaw, Shaw, like Jake Shaw was celebrating, yes. They must have listened to Boom's call. And right now, maintenance. The scores are maintained. But they shoot for the 3, Gyeongbok. And no joy from underneath, no Shaw. I tell you what, Shaw is a contender for player of the game. He may not get the stats, but he gets the moral player of the game if they win. But it's early days yet because he is just working both ends of the floor, Boom. Yeah, and that's what has been the problem towards the end of the third quarter. They're giving up too many offensive rebounds, and they're hoping that Jake Shaw is the man to at least solve that problem here in the fourth. So far, so good for them. Rivet in the paint. Hook shot, no good. Sorry, miss. Getting some decent open looks here, Berwick, but can't seem to put him away. Like that. And the tip in there, the two-handed tip in by Song Min extends the lead for Gyeongbok by 3. Berwick College have been in this situation before this week and goes the other way, and they're looking a little bit careless
and frustrated at the same time, Boom. Berry College.
Perfectly said. Nobody else touching the ball in that sequence. Look at this, another offensive rebound, Ben. Nobody there to block out Gyeongbok, and guess what? Another second chance points. That's what's killing them so far.
Well, you are what you create, and if you don't get those defensive rebounds, you're going to suffer a little bit. But they're not suffering at the moment. They're just down by 3.
That's right.
Gyeongbok, full credit to them for sticking with the game plan. Screen by Gyeongbok. Good show hard there by Berry. Not much time left on the clock. Got to put your hands in front. That's it. Here they come. Berry. Oi, oi, oi. No, turnover. Loose ball. They pick it up. No foul. And
look at the sequence.
Topsy-turvy down there.
Right. They got to settle down first.
That's right. Wing. Corner. Shoots. Oh, no foul, says the referee. Outlet. Here comes Gyeongbok. Corner. Sets. Out. From the top of the circle. Rebound by Berry.
Yeah,
skip pass.
You got to keep Gyeongbok into just one possession.
Drives the lane, rejection. Two-handed block by Gyeongbok. Almost stolen. Gyeongbok. Corner. Out. Swing to the baseline. Couldn't drain the jumper.
That's a foul.
Ooh, that is a heavy foul. Ouch.
But they got the rebound. That's the important thing. They blocked out. They got the rebound. They drew the foul because Gyeongbok is going for every single ball that is shot up there.
And is this going to be a timeout? It is a timeout. Current score. Gyeongbok 68, Berry 65. And it is absolute excitement and nerves on the floor at present. Only a triple separates these two teams with 5:47 to go. Another tight contest. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Boom Gonzalez. And we were just talking off screen that Berry College do not want to bow out once again. They lost 68-78 to Tsinghua University High School last year at the same stage of the competition.
Different players, obviously, different characters, but they obviously want to get a step further this year. But Gyeongbok is making it miserable for them right now, 68-65.
So Jake Shaw was on that team,
yes.
Parker Rivet was on that team, as well as Zane Windsor. Beef turns it over and foul there. That was, had to foul because they were off to the races. The foul committed by Boris Rosner. Sorry, check that. That is foul by Jack Dawson. So that is Jack Dawson's second foul of the game. Nobody in the penalty, so...
Now we're going down the wire here. We're approaching clutch time as we speak at 5:28. Remember, there is still two other teams will go at it later on to decide who will be the opponent of the winner of this matchup.
That's right, waiting in the wins of the NBA Rising Stars Invitational semi-final number 2. Posting up, swing. Just, the shimmy step, leans in.
Nice draw of the foul.
That was smart. That was good, that was good. That was classic stuff. Brent Rosner telling his troops, you've got to be careful how you get sucked in to how they run their offense.
I got to stay down in a situation like that because you already forced him into a corner, but that little fake, that little turnaround, and you know what they say, if you're usually a taller player anyway, you don't want to bite the fake and you just want to stay down and make it tough on the player.
100%. And Yun Chi-hun misses the first free throw to keep this at 3. Can he at least make this one to make it a 4-point lead and a little bit more security for Gyeongbok? Gets the bounce. No, he breaks both shots. So this is heavy-duty basketball down the stretch as we have hit the halfway point of the 4th. Will this game go to overtime? We don't know. Corner, Beef. Drive, Beef. Couldn't get the cattle. Beef with the dish. Floater. Drops in for the 2. And it's a 1-point ball game. And on the scoreboard, it's 6-7. Here they come, Gyeongbok. Just waiting patiently off the screen. Stolen by Beric. It's relatively even numbers. Upstairs. And to the rescue he comes. And what did I tell you about that man?
Well,
Parker Rivet.
Yeah, he deserved that point, Ben. He was the one who got the steal. He brought it all the way down. He got the offensive rebound and the putback, and now the lead.
Now the defense being tested, and one! Oh, what a moment to get a basket. Flex your muscle as he hits the layup to go. And Yun Chi-won, afterburners, extension. Thank you very much. Kamsahamnida.
That's completely a great individual move, a blow-by, and they get back the lead. A chance to even increase it with 4:07 remaining. Here we go. We're tightening up. Of course, waiting in the wings, as you mentioned, Totori Johoku High School and Tsinghua University High School. That will be the other matchup to decide who will play on Sunday.
Converts the 3-point play, and they are up by a deuce. 71-69. Beric looking to tie this or hit the front. Gotta keep it simple. Don't turn it over to the rack and foul. And coach Lee Chi-won saying to the referee that was a travel. What's your take on that?
Could have gone either way. We are far from that side of the court. I think the referee had a better vantage point. But to the credit of Berwick, this has been their game plan. They're going to take it in. They're going to draw the fouls, especially now with 3:51 remaining. And I think that was a great play call for Berwick. Because the outside shooting hasn't been working anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's really better for them to take that ball into the rack.
Again, struggling from the charity stripe.
That has been a problem. That is 18 of 30 as we speak from the free throw line.
That's not a nice stat if you're the coach of the team.
Especially when you look at the score there, because it's very close.
Breaks both shots. That could have tied the game,
Correct.
but it does not. But never mind, there's still a bit of time left in this one. Where's the twists and the turns in this semi-final number 1 of the NBA Rising Stars Invitational? Just trying to run a bit of clock down.
Good defense again by Rivet.
Rivet, he is the live wire. Upstairs for the layup and in. Now that's a tied game. Layup is good.
Defense to offense, defense to offense.
Boris Rosner, just like he did in his previous game, having a live wire. 28 points. Can you believe that? They want to turn the ball over. Pump fake. 2 shots though for Gyeongbok High School.
Fantastic. He just could not avoid the temptation of jumping or swiping. I think initially he had a great defensive stance there, Ben. He really gave problems to the offensive player. He stood up, he stood his ground, and then that last moment, you just can't help but swipe at that ball, and that's what they're going to call.
And nothing but nylon net for Song Min. They push their nose in front once again.
They've only shot 13 free throws as we speak, but they've made 8. To make that 9 of 14, so way better percentage.
They lead by a 2. Berwick. And they tie it up once again.
Back in the zone.
High arcing 3, too strong.
That hasn't been working for them, Ben. That outside shot.
Nah.
Not a lot, at least.
Well, they've only hit a couple, so
yeah.
I mean, stick to your strengths, which is getting to the rim, and they've done that quite well today. Like to see their points in the paint today. Turnover.
There you go.
Here come Berwick racing up and
Great move. That's a great move. That's a great sweeper, as they call it, from right to left off a turnover.
Tied ball game.
Boris Rosner has now got 30 points on the individual statistics sheet. 234. We are all tied up. 73 apiece. Get some popcorn. So Gyeongbok outscoring Berwick College 21-17 in the first period, but in the second and the third respectively, second quarter 25-24 in favor of Berwick, 20 points to 17 in favor of Berwick in the third as well. And in the fourth quarter, it's 11 points apiece. But I will say this, and I don't want to sound negative, but missed opportunities by both teams, Boom.
Both teams, definitely, for sure. But that's why, you know, we're here, 73 semifinals. By the way, shout out to the crowd today. Great crowd here at the OCBC Arena, appreciating the action. They're really into it too, Ben.
A pushing foul committed by either Zach Morrell or Jack Dawson. I can't see the referee's hands, but it is going to be 2 free throws. And this down the stretch, who can make the least amount of mistakes possible?
And it might boil down to free throw shooting. And
I think it will be.
So far, percentage-wise, Gyeongbok has done better from that department when it comes to free throw shooting. They're 10 of 15. They're starting to get their numbers in.
Yoon Ji-hoon, 16 points in this game. Doesn't make it 17, but they get the ball back down the lane.
It's good defense.
The referee didn't blow it down, so all good. Rivet. Here they come.
Now, let's see how they're going to deal with the zone here, Ben.
That's right. Wing for the 3. Choose Wedgie. It was way too strong that he got stuck.
Can I just say, excellent, you know, strategy right now by the South Koreans, Ben. They know that Berwick struggles with the zone. So here in the final few minutes, they want Berwick to shoot threes because that's the only thing they're giving them, and they're going to live with that. And so far, so good. Berwick has missed the last 2.
Well, it's what you're used to, and maybe a lot of these guys in the development league back in Victoria, they're playing for their respective clubs. Victoria is the state that Berwick is in. They don't play a lot of zone, so it's a learning experience. Takes it, makes it, and one!
That's big.
He gets the bump and the basket, and look at that, what it means to him. Let's look at this here, switches it on, takes it, lost it, but manages to steer it in. Yunchi won, and that's his 24th point of the game.
Yeah, that's really foot speed. Just foot speed, blow by, great concentration, and a little bit of luck on that hold at the end, and that was a big play with 1:47 remaining. Concentrating on the free throw, and this again might spell the difference.
Connects, and connects, converts the 3-point for the 3 points.
2-possession lead.
That's right. They need something, and they've got 97 seconds to do it.
Here comes that zone again, Ben.
It's really giving them a big headache. Out, attacks the rim, tip, no, tip, tip, tap, recover. Some time, gotta get moving. Slippery, almost stolen. Fires a 3, off target.
It's wild, that was a wild shot. And again, all credit to the defense. That's outstanding defense by Gyeongbuk High School.
And the pushing foul, says the referee, and sending Gyeongbuk to the line for 2 free throws. This will be Shin Yu-bom. And Shin Yu-bom has only hit 2 points today. There's Brett Rosner, Coach Brett Hobber, should I say. And nothing but net, as you can hear it like string music.
Yeah, and now you're thinking all the free throws that Berwick missed also in this ball game, especially here in the 4th quarter. Now it's starting to make a difference with now them being down 5.
Exactly, so back-to-back free throw shots, and they've got some security going down the stretch. The Berwick boys need a 3, and that's not their strength, like Boom says, but you know what? Test the magic, up, and you gotta hit your free throws now. This is your bread and butter.
They're 18 of 31 as we speak. Better play. Attack those little spaces in between the zone instead of settling for the 3. Still a lot of time. This is still a minute. A lot of things can happen.
Yeah, look, you know what? They could bring out the flamethrower and flame some shots on.
But first they have to make free throws. Then they have to make a
which
stop.
is tough.
Yeah.
Which is tough for the Berwick team. So, but this man right here, Zach Morrell, 16 points today, 1 foul away from being fouled out. He's weathered the storm. He's been courageous.
Morrell, by the way, just if I may add, is 6 of 13 from the free throw line.
And they're looking frustrated. Look at that body language there, Boom. It's very, very hard when you've got the shooting jitters. That's just something that many sports scientists are trying to discover. 2 missed shots.
Yeah, 6 of 14 from the line.
And that's going to haunt them big time. Thank you very much. No.
Not yet.
Keeps it alive. Out.
No need to rush if you're Gyeongbuk.
Yeah, that's right. Just hold on to it. Waste a bit of clock. Pressing by the Berwick team. Baseline. Out. Hold, 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 hold. Here they come. Floater. Rebound by Berwick.
Gotta
Berwick.
hurry. They
Out
gotta
of the
hurry.
gates.
Yep.
Pulls it for the 3. No money. And it's going to be, I think, a pretty uphill battle. And look at Gyeongbuk. They are celebrating already.
Yeah, they're 26.7 seconds away from going into the final.
And just Gyeongbuk, both teams go to the bench for a timeout. 26.7. when they come back. And united, they come together. Is it for the very last time? And coach Hobber, Brent Hobber, just saying, give it a crack. Try to wall up and play some defense. As for coach Lee Chi-won for the Gyeongbok team, just keep it simple and nothing fancy. And they did that very, very well in the first and midway through the start of the second quarter to the mid-second quarter point. And then they just lost their balance a bit and let Berwick back into this game. And that's why Berwick were in front in the second and third quarters. But in the fourth, execution down the stretch, much, much better and more efficient by Gyeongbok High School. And as my partner said today, free throws are a huge, huge part. And our guest commentator, or our guest today, legend Jeremy Lin, NBA champion Jeremy Lin, he's just said, look, in the NBA Finals, Victor Wembanyama missed some critical missed free throw shots, which potentially cost him the series. In the lane. And
yeah, they wanted to play the foul game, talking about Berwick College. Trying to extend this game. Trying to stop the clock, challenge Gyeongbok to make some free throws, which they've been spectacular at so far here in the fourth quarter. But in general, they're 13 of 19. The two numbers that I see here, Ben, that can be the decider of this game when it's all over. That free throw shooting, 15 misses by Berwick, especially here in the fourth, and the offensive rebounds that they gave away.
Yeah,
25 to Gyeongbok.
Ouch, those are painful stats, which will stay with you.
25 extra possessions.
And make you a better player, God willing. Over the top, turnover. But they turn it over too. Here come Berwick. They need to hit a three. Fires it. Off target, rebound. They relocate to the three-point line, puts it up, short. They go again, a third three-point attempt. Couldn't bank it in, and is this the last layup and last move? It is! Finishes with the finger roll!
Right at the nick of time, man. Right at the nick of time.
On the horn, Park Joo with the finger roll. His 6th point of the game, and secures the victory, the 9-point victory for Gyeongbok High School as they take this one 82-73 over Berwick College.
Yeah, great show of sportsmanship here by Berwick. Must be frustrating, as obviously, Ben, this will be the second year that they don't go over the semifinals. You can look at it that way, or you can look at it as, hey, we were back at the semifinals.